Home buyers angry that the cost of the course has been postponed to such an extent that it has a significant impact are now keeping installments because confidence in the financial sector has plummeted. If you thought the always good emergency was bad, then this railway emergency is on another level entirely, according to the rural loan experts in the northern part of Henan. Predictably disastrous China has found out how to back itself into a corner from which it can't emerge without suffering significant harm to both its GDP and its self-image. China's rapid train line, an engineering feat that was once lauded as revolutionary and outre-fantastic, is presently proving that not all that glitters is gold. Much like the turtle and the rabbit, it appears that speed isn't the solution. If anything, speed has only helped China speed up the digging of a $1 trillion obligation. To understand what I'm talking about, stay with me for the next few minutes as I explain how China's train obligation emergency came to be the boogeyman that haunts the Asian Goliath, one of the world's most modern trains connecting a political party. That has greatly worried many people, especially China is the main financial backer. This is Bangkok's spotless, magnificent central station. No high-speed trains are scheduled to arrive today. China State Rail Route Bunch has had its obligation swelled emphatically. How about we start from the very outset? China began its first fast rail project in 2008, completing it in 2009. At that time, the country's most notable long-distance high-speed rail administration covered the 968 kilometers between Wuhan and Guangzhou at an average speed of about 350 kilometers per hour. It was a designing accomplishment that came with a large number of benefits, both political and financial, and one that had been mandated by the financial community. When the global economy experienced a severe downturn in 2008, China perceived itself as being in boiling water. At the time, China was a significant trading partner, and as things on the global market took a bad turn, so did trading opportunities for China, which left many people who had worked in products and imports alongside a number of different businesses in a position where they were jobless rather than just giving out government upgrade packages. The public acclaim. On the one hand, the framework project served as the Chinese Socialist Coalition's successful obligation-driven response to the global financial emergency. This high-speed rail line framework would make it easier to mix and travel within the nation, encouraging a more cohesive society. This helped China achieve its goal of uniting all citizens under one house and bringing everything under the long arm of the central government. On the other hand, China redesigned its rail system to spur demand for cement and steel, create numerous jobs, and return all those who had lost their jobs to work. By doing this, the government injected money into the economy and fixed job shortages. Since then, a few corporations have changed the project from being one that was necessary due to the economic climate to one that is well unadulterated, colorful, and a display of power. From those first 1,000 kilometers, China's rapid railroad system has grown to have more than 38,000 kilometers of track. The largest in the world, fast railroads currently make up over 26% of the country's total railroad network, connecting nearly all major cities in China with travel times just a few hours longer than flights, but with the comfort that only trains can provide. I know this all seems to be blushing, and you may be wondering, well, where's the problem? Let me explain. This is the intriguing but somewhat gloomy part. In the beginning, high-speed rail line attempts brought in significant profits because the first lines built were extremely profitable for the cities they served. Two lines that stand out in particular are the Beijing-Shanghai and Beijing-Guangzhou lines, which amassed enormous sums of money to replicate their success and maintain the global recognition that went along with it. People find that many high-speed trains are operating at high inactive limits because of the unusually high volumes of passenger traffic. An example of this is the fact that many of China's high-speed rail lines are operating at a lower limit than what is necessary to recoup the initial investment, so they are operating at a loss. These losses have grown over time to the point where they are now almost absurdly high. The state-owned Chinese rail route organization's financial burden started almost a long time ago when more than 60% of the Great Speed Railroad administrators each lost at least $100 million in 2018. Common states' efforts to adapt their fast railroad lines have created an obligation trap that is currently squeezing the money chests of the Chinese rail route organization.